Okay, so today we're talking about abundance, manifesting abundance. This is today's Thursday, October 22, and we are diving into manifesting abundance. So right now we're talking about what is the definition of abundance, and we're sharing here in the chat, and it's so far we've got health, money, more than enough, freedom, everything and more, happiness, plenty of something, yes. So we're looking at like a measurement, right? But it's like more than a measurement because it's like more than enough, and it's like everything and more. So it's like X amount plus, right? And you guys are right. It is really anything that you're looking at. It's money, it's health, it's joy, it's whatever it is that makes you feel so full, right? And so we want to bring that in, right? And everything is energy and everything is connected. So when you can call in something and have an overflow of that, all you have to do is repeat that or make it align with yourself so that you can repeat that in a different area of your life. Okay, so for a lot of us here, we're business owners, we're entrepreneurs, we are leaders. So it is our duty, it is our responsibility to call in abundance for ourselves because we're here to lead, right? We're here to mentor, we're here to teach, we're here to be the example. So when we can create that within ourselves, I talked about this in the last training I did, when we can create safety within ourselves, right? That's when people can start coming to us. That's when people will feel safe with us because we feel safe with ourselves. And if we're afraid, and if we're living in lack, and if we're like living in this space of like being away from abundance, then we can only attract more of this gap between where we are and abundance. Does that make sense? Let's begin with what I call a grounding and centering. Okay, thank you, Juliana. Grounding and centering. And if this is your first call with me, this is going to be really silly, but this is something that I do in all of my one-on-one calls. Oh, let me explain. I'm a life coach. I'm certified in divine purpose coaching. So I am here to wake the world up and bring everyone's true life purpose to the surface so they know why they're here. And you are here to manifest abundance. You are here to manifest joy. You are here to be the most authentic version of yourself. And the fact that you are here today means that you are on your journey, and I am proud of you, and you are not the only one on this journey, okay? So thank you for coming. We are manifesting abundance today. And as a coach, I do this thing called grounding and centering. So in all my one-on-ones, all my group calls, we do this thing where we center ourselves and we ground our energies into ourselves so that when we're here in a coaching call, a training call like this, we can give ourselves that respect, that dignity, and that attention that we are so used to giving away. Okay, so my calls are all about experience and experiencing your power. So let's get to it. Yes, you are so welcome. I love being here. I love sharing this space and creating this space with you guys. So here's what grounding and centering is with Lizel. What you're going to do is you're going to lean to the side and you're going to put your hand under your thigh and kind of spread your thigh, like your butt cheek open a little bit, just a little bit, and then go to the other side and then do the same. And voila. So now in your seats, you are physically aligned. And as the being that is using your physical body as a vehicle to live this life on this planet, you are physically aligning your energy, okay? You are grounding your energy to this planet that you live on and connecting to this plane, okay? And by you being able to connect to this plane and being in alignment, you can more easily connect to the planes above, to the energy that flows, to where abundance, to where magic, to where love, to where everything is, everything invisible. So this is the grounding and centering part. And now I'm going to have you guys put all your pens down. This is not a note-taking section. This is a giving to yourself section. This is a giving yourself the respect, the dignity, the time, the energy, the focus, the attention, and the love that we are so used to giving away and turning it inwards, okay? So go ahead and follow along with me. I will guide you on a 2-minute-ish meditation, guided meditation, where we can just center ourselves in this crazy week. So go ahead and close your eyes and place your hands on your lap. And together we will take 3 deep breaths in as a group. So in through the nose and out the mouth. Number 2, in through the nose and out the mouth. Number 3, fill yourself up with light in through the nose. And hold at the top. And release out the mouth. Keeping your eyes closed, feeling your body tingle. It is normal to feel these tingles. Just let it move. Just like that. Perfect. And in this moment, call all of the pieces of yourself back to you. What does that mean? I'll just say it again. Call all the pieces of yourself back to you in this moment. And I repeat, call all of the pieces back to yourself in this moment. New feeling, new feeling. This is beautiful. You're doing great, just like that. What you're doing is calling in all of your power. There. Perfect. Okay. Now take one deep breath together as a group, in through the nose. And audible sigh out the mouth. Coming back to your body, coming back to your room, coming back to your seat. And when the moment feels right for you, go ahead and open your eyes and come back to the Zoom room here. And I have to say that I have goosebumps all over my body, my thighs, my arms, it's on my back, it's on my shins. And this is my confirmation that you are now present. I am an empath, and I have worked on my spiritual gifts to connect my energy with those who are with me, who are coaching with me, who are present with me. It doesn't matter if you're in the physical room that I am in, or if you are connecting through a video chat. The fact is, the truth is, we are all connected. No matter how much physical distance keeps us apart, we are all connected energetically, okay? And the same with me and you is the same for you and your entire team, you and your VIPs, you and your family, okay? And when we take moments, just like we did, to call our energies back to ourselves, to call all the pieces of ourselves back to us, we can step into our power, our truth, our light, and start attracting exactly what we want. And if we are trying to attract from a place where all of the pieces of ourselves are sprinkled around, then we don't have our full power. We don't have our full energy. And we're going to be trying so hard to fill from a place of lack. And we're going to be spending all that energy here when the easiest thing to do is give it to ourselves first, okay? Pour into ourselves, just like we did, so that we can show up in our business, so that we can show up in our marriages, so that we can show up for our kids, so that we can show up for our families, our friends. Maybe we're still in a 9-to-5, so we can show up for our job, right? We can show up and manage others, or we can show up and do the thing that we need to do to get our job done. My calls don't just apply to Monate. My calls are about you as a human, you as the one experiencing your life. And so take what I'm teaching you and apply it to your business, however you're growing it. This is not a technical business call. This is an energetic you call, okay? And everything that I teach is transferable to any area of your life. And also, whenever you have a question about anything that I say, go ahead and type it in the chat and we will go through it, okay? So let's begin with the manifesting abundance piece. I'm so excited. Abundance is something that has a lot of energy in it. And what I mean by that is there's unspoken descriptions about what abundance really is. And on the surface, a lot of it is like, money, health, joy. But what is beneath the word abundance is different for everybody, which is why some people have a really easy way of, like a really easy experience of manifesting a lot of abundance in high amounts. And then there's some of us that have a really hard time like manifesting anything. It's like there's a block. And it's because we all have different life paths. We all have different missions in life. And we all have different experiences that create stories that keep us from what we want. And our job here as a human, as a leader, is to be able to find the strength in ourselves and find that really strong why to really look at what those blocks are and have the strength and the courage to take them away so that you can show up. Okay. So, abundance. Let's talk about first manifesting abundance. Yes, we're calling it in, we're bringing it in, but what does it actually mean? So does anybody know who Abraham Hicks is? If you guys know who Abraham Hicks is, type a one for Abraham Hicks. Yes, Maria knows Abraham. Okay, so okay, cool. Liz says, okay, oh, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, so you're in the right room. So manifesting abundance, yes, Nick, ask and it is given. Manifesting abundance is all about tuning into the vibration of the thing that you want, which is abundance. So tuning into the vibration of abundance. And what is the vibration of abundance? It is something very high, right? It's like flow, extra, like everything and more, right? Happiness. So the actual vibration of the word abundance is a high vibrational state. So how do we call in something that's a high vibrational state? We have to be that ourselves first, okay? Like attracts like. That's why you're here. Like attracts like. So in order to attract that what we want, we have to be vibrating at the same frequency that it is at. If we are feeling like not good enough or I don't have enough, but I want abundance, however, I'm coming from this place of, well, I don't have that. You can try all you want and you can search around at this level for years and you will never find abundance because abundance lives up here. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to literally raise your vibration. So how do you do that? There's so many ways. For each person, it's different too, okay? So we have our preferences, right? But some things are universal and those things are through the body. So finding, creating a list for yourself of what makes you feel joy. It could be eating a specific food or cooking a specific food, eating a specific food, talking to somebody specific, going out in nature, right? Spending time on yourself. Affirmations work. There's some energy work to be done with affirmations, which is why you can say affirmations, right? You can say affirmations, you can say them all day long, but if they're not vibrating up here where you want it, then you can say them all you want and nothing's going to happen. So it's about changing your state. Tony Robbins talks about this all the time. Get into state, okay? Move your body, okay? I just finished a workout right now. She kicked my ass, my trainer. Get yourself into state, okay? That is number one. How do you do that? That is completely up to you. The way that I get myself into state is not the same way that Maria gets herself into state. And the way that Olga gets herself into state is a different way that Liz does, right? So this is where we have to be coached. We have to find out what is possible. We have to find out what do other people do that brings them up into state. Give me some examples, right? Because I don't know. So move your body. Our body is where energy flows. Again, we are wearing this vehicle and this vehicle is in this plane. So we have to make this body feel really good. Eat high vibrational foods. No more eating crap. No more fast food. No more, decrease the packaged food as much as possible, okay? Pay attention to what you're putting in your mouth, right? So we are all about pay attention to the chemicals that you put in your hair, like toxin-free, vegan, cruelty-free, but Leaping Bunny certified, right? Well, what about what's going in here? We can't be taking care of our hair and then not taking care of our insides. We have to live and work in integrity with ourselves. When we choose a path of, let's say, high vibe, like vegan products, I'm not saying don't eat meat, but pay attention to where your meat comes from, okay? So you've got your hair, okay? We've got our mouths, our internal bodies. What about what we're putting on our skin, right? So we've got our SPF, we've got our Rejuvenate, but what about everything else? What about our makeup, right? Paying attention to how you're treating your body, because this is the vehicle that you use to manifest abundance, to manifest market partners, right? To manifest VIPs. You have to take care of this first. You have to. We all have to. This is our duty. This is something that our upline cannot do. And this is something that our significant others cannot do. This is our job, okay? So everything is energy, right? So we have to really pay attention to the vibrations that are around us. And we have to know and remember that we are powerful enough to make an impact on what is around us, okay? There's that quote, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And that is a whole perspective shift. And that is where your power is. Your power lies in your perspective, your lens of how you see the world. If you see the world as a place of not enough, or I don't have enough, so I can only get this, then you are dimming your light. And that's not okay. Okay, everything is energy. How you talk to yourself is way more important than what you tell the world. Way more important. You have to realize that as this being inside, you have been given an opportunity of a lifetime to make the world a better place. Living in this planet is not the time for us to sit here and complain about all the things that are wrong, to complain about all the things that are bad, to complain about all the things that we don't have. Because guess what? You are so powerful. When you say that, you will successfully manifest more of that into your experience. So if that is something that you are seeing right now in your life, go ahead and look into making that switch. Go ahead and like take off that lens. Now you know you're wearing some lenses. Take it off and ask yourself, is this lens in alignment with where I see myself going? Is this lens gonna get me to that abundant life that I see in my mind's eye? Is it? Or is there another pair of lenses that will bring me there, right? And so just practice putting them on, okay? This is called like paradigm shift or perspective shift. This is where you have to realize that we all are living with lenses on. We are all walking around. So here, just take a look and see, is this in alignment with where I'm going? And if it's not, set it down, okay? And if it is, put it back on because you're gonna need that. Let's talk about, okay, is everybody okay so far with the concepts that I talked about right now? Okay. I want to talk about manifesting and what it is, because we have, thank you, Kachira. Did I say that right? Thanks, Tina. So let's talk about manifesting and like what it is and what it's not. So as a manifestation coach, I help people manifest their dream life. I help people manifest whatever it is that they want, relationships, money, jobs, all kinds of dogs, like just nannies, so many things, right? Vacations. Manifesting is not, okay, so let's say, okay, type in the chat, what is something you want to manifest? Is it on that side or that side? Just type in the chat, just something that you guys want to manifest. And then I can use that as an example to share and like ground this information of how to manifest abundance. Okay, 10K in my bank account by December. That is specific wealth. Okay, let's use 10K in the bank account. Who wants to manifest 10K in their bank account by December? Type some 8s in the chat if you want to have 10K in your bank account by December. Okay, lots of 8s. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so this is the thing. So we're looking at money now, right? Money as abundance, abundance as money, okay? Yes, that is one definition of that. So let's just roll with it. Let's go with it. Okay, so abundance. Okay, if you like think of it like this, abundance is like the main word, right? The main thing. Beneath that in this example is money, okay? And money has so many invisible stories about it, right? So what are some things that we as a society know about money or have heard about money? You can type it in the chat if you want. I'm going to say stuff, and if anything rings a bell, go ahead and type it in. Things like more money, more problems. I don't have enough. I need it. I want it. Yes, money is the root of evil. Rich people are greedy. If I have a lot of money, then people are going to want to take it from me or steal it from me. If I have a lot of money, then I'm going to get taxed more. Money doesn't buy you happiness. So all of these things, right? But how many of those really pull out the joy and the excitement, right? When you think about the word money, not very much, not very much. So this idea of money, because money's just an illusion, you guys. Money's just an idea. So this idea of money has a lot of negative stories attached to it. So our job here now is to realize that that exists. First off, acknowledge that we are trying to manifest something that has a lot of negative stories around it. So subconsciously, our mind is like pressing on the gas and the brake at the same time. Like, I want that, but there's a lot of bad stuff attached to it. So really, like, how quickly do you think that's going to come? It's not. It's not. You're fighting yourself. The subconscious is fighting itself. You want that, but subconsciously it's scary. You want that, but subconsciously it means harm. You want that, but subconsciously you're going to get hurt or taken advantage of, or you're going to be seen as evil. And so that's like the secret hidden thing that a lot of people don't talk about, because everything's energy. So Christy talks about how business is like 99% spirituality and then 1% work ethic, or whatever math it is, 90 and 5, or 95 and 5, or 90 and 10. Yeah, bittersweet for sure. So we have to remember that this invisible stuff, all those stories around money, is actually what we need to look at and clear away before we can call it in. Okay. So what are some things that you want to truly believe about this 10K that we're going to have in the bank in December? Okay. What is a new way that we can look at it? Well, what are some ways that make you feel excited about money? And what you do is you think about, what is that money going to do? What am I going to do with that money when it is in my bank account? Okay. What am I going to use that 10K for when it hits my bank account in December? And then boom, like all the possibilities just like show up, because now it's not about, I want it, I need it, but I'm scared, all of those things, right? Now it's like you're standing in your power. You're saying, okay, when that hits, not if, when that hits, I'm going to do this, okay? I have the power to call it in and know that and own it. And when that hits, I'm going to do this, okay? Do you see the difference? Do you feel the difference of like owning your power in that statement, okay? Yes, there could be a lot of doubt as to how that money is going to show up, but guess what? The how is not our job. Your job is to raise your vibration to the level of the item or idea that you want to manifest. Keep it there. Stay true to that. Okay. And then just by law of attraction, it's going to show up. You're going to be in the vicinity of it. Okay. Yes, it is not up to us. The how is not up to us. Our job is to get clear with what it is we want to manifest. So 10K in the bank in December, get super clear. And if 10K is scary to you, find a number that is not scary to you. Maybe it's 8K, maybe it's 5K, maybe it's 3K, maybe it's 100K. Whatever the number is, it's just a measurement of energy, okay? Abundance. Whatever the number is just a measurement of energy. Because remember, money is just an idea. Money is different in every country. We know that our Federal Reserve is all messed up anyway, and that we in this business, we can just manifest money like that. Like, how is that possible? It's because we're doing the spiritual work. We're seeing what is not being taught in the mainstream. This is why we're here. This is why we're in this mastermind. This is why we're here to be the leaders. This is why we're doing stuff out of the box. This is why we are learning so many new things that our parents didn't teach us, because it's time. It's time to wake up, and we know that we're ready for it. And we see other possibilities, and we're like, I can have that life. And yes, you can. We just have to release the old stories that don't serve that vision. Because if we're carrying those old stories, then we're going to be holding ourselves back. Okay? Go ahead and take a breath. That was a lot. Type in the chat how you're feeling, any questions. That was a lot, because we're going to dive into the manifesting piece of it, like the mechanics of how energy works, and money is energy. Yes, please teach this information. This information needs to be shared. And if you need any help or support in teaching it, just reach out to me. I'm How to Manifest on Instagram. This is what I do. So now that you are learning that what you have grown up with your whole life is not the complete truth, it's time to be okay with that. And it's time to forgive our parents and our teachers and the other people that raised us, and forgive them for not knowing about the infinite abundance, the limitlessness, the power that flows through us, because they weren't taught that. And just now this information is coming to us, right? So as a human collective, we are here to raise the vibration of the planet. This is why we're doing what we're doing. We're stepping out of the old paradigm of the 9-to-5s and the old ways, and like even school systems are falling apart, right? Like you're seeing old systems fall apart. Well, yes, money is an old system too. This idea of currency and physical money, it's just an idea. It's just energy. And energy, if you guys remember, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred. So let's transfer some of that energy that is the negative, like spiral down, and transform it into something that is spiraling up. Okay. So this is called transmuting. This is transmuting energy. So this is where there's like inner work done. Okay. So looking at this idea of 10K in the bank in December and feeling all of that resistance to it, like, that's a lot, or like, how? And then in that moment, step out of that person that has that stories and look and see, oh, okay, that's a pattern, right? And is that pattern, is that belief going to get me the 10K in December? No, it's not. So how do I get rid of that? You have to first see it before you can get rid of it. And I know I'm talking a lot about letting go and releasing, but we can't, if we're holding on to all of these beliefs like this and we want abundance, what are we going to grab it with if we're holding on to all the old stories, right? We have to be able to let go so that we can then receive. And if our hands are closed tightly on our old beliefs and our old stories, then guess what? There's no room for new ones. There's no way you can replace that. And there's no way you can call in what you want, because your hands are so tied to the past and they're so attached to what you knew. And this is where the ego comes in. The ego is the personality that we became because we didn't know that we are the being that is alive inside, that is infinite. Okay. I'm so glad this makes sense. I'm really glad that this stuff is landing. I got goosebumps too. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's touch a little bit on ego, because I'm feeling like it's calling to share about this. And then we'll dive into like that manifesting piece with the multidimensional power that you have. You guys are so magic, you don't even know. All right. So ego is this character that it's this story. So my ego, her name is Lizel. She's 37. She's Filipino. She lives in Hawaii. She's a coach. She has a Mon 8 business. She's a mom. She's a wife. She's a dog mom. And she's 5'1" and a lot of fun. That's my ego. Okay. Hold on, let me move my thing. Some people say part of your ego is good for you. Yes, yes, our ego keeps us grounded. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with the ego. This is not a like ego bashing like thing. This is about like realizing what your ego is, and then also realizing who you are and realizing that they're not the same. They're actually separate. Okay, so my story is this girl right here that you see with your physical eyes. Ego is grounded in the physical. Ego is part of the 3D. Ego comes with our body. Ego has the stories of when I was little and my parents did this and I grew up here and this is what happened. And when I was little, this is my experience growing up. That's the ego. That's the character. That's the story. Okay. But that's not you. Okay. That is the story of the person with the body that you're wearing. Okay. You are power. You are energy. You are abundance. You are flow. You are love. You are everything and more. You are more than your body. You are more than this body. This body is just something you're wearing right now for a blip of a moment in time. Okay. So you are this infinite being. Okay. You know that you can see your hands, but you also know that these hands won't go with you when you're done using this body. You are the one who is living when you realize that you are more than your body. You are the one that makes the choices to live the life that you want. The ego is the one that wants to stay safe with everything that it has ever known. The ego is the one that wants to keep you with your old beliefs and stories because that is where the ego comes from. Do you see this? Do you see how this is different? The ego is the one with the friends from high school and the friends from college and the friends from the hometown. Our egos are the ones that don't want to let them down, that don't want to disappoint them, that don't want to be shunned from them because we love them. We, as the infinite one, loves these people, but our ego is the one that doesn't want us to venture off and do what we know that we're here to do. So there is a clash, okay? And this is why what I'm about to jump into with the multidimensional powers that you have is important. Because if you believe that you are your body and you are only what you have experienced, then you're shooting yourself in the foot. Then you're limiting yourself. You're putting yourself in a box and you're dimming your light. Okay. We are more than, I am more than this. And you are way more than what you're seeing in your mirror, in your camera. Okay. Okay, Gajira, have a good time at work. Okay, so let's dive into multi-dimensional powers. We live in the 3D. This world is full of limitation. This is why that's why we have like edges. There's edges to like this form of us, okay? And there's rules, and there's limitations, and there's time. Time is an illusion, okay? So we can only do certain things at certain times. And when we want to manifest something, there's so much time between where we are now and the thing. It's all an illusion. It's all about raising your vibration and then calling it in. So this world is full of limitation, but this is where we live. So we've got to start here. Manifesting and calling in all the energies is all what's called in the 5D. So if you want to write that down, 5D happens up here. It is the invisible realm. It is where we think. It is where our thoughts live. It is where the stories live. It is where all the thoughts that we want to think live, as well as all the thoughts that we don't want to think. It's all in the 5D. It's all invisible. You don't see it, but you can like realize that it's up there. You know what you're thinking, but no one outside of you can see it. That's the 5D. The one in between our physical body and this invisible world is called the 4D. And this is important. The 4D is our feeling space. This is our it's called emotional body, or you can call it our heart. And our heart is the one that feels, and our heart is the one that really puts the energy into our feelings. Okay, so we could feel like, what are some emotions? We could feel really happy, and our heart is like bursting, right? Like when you're really happy and really excited, your heart is like exploding with joy. It's like dancing. Like our heart has these characteristics. When we're feeling hurt or angry or sad, our heart just feels like broken, right? Like our heart feels like it's being ripped to a million pieces. Our heart just feels like it's been trampled on. And this is the whole feeling space, okay? This is what we can tune into when we don't even see it, but you feel it. And then when someone expresses an emotion, or like what I was doing with the descriptions, you feel that because you've felt that before. And this is really important when you're building a business. People connect to emotions. This is why it's very important to share your story of who you were, how you got to where you are now. And people love, like, you know, the hero's journey, if you've ever heard of that. If you have not heard of the hero's journey, look that up, write it down, and Google hero's journey. That is something that you need to infuse into your business. People connect to people. People don't usually connect to like a business name or a product or a company. They connect to the person, right? People buy from you. They don't buy from money. They buy from you. And if you're not able to feel vulnerable enough to share your story and connect with them, they're not going to buy. They're not going to say yes. They're not feeling you here. So they're going to go to someone that they do feel, right? Okay. So 5D, thinking space, thoughts, invisible. 4D, feeling space, emotional, feeling, also invisible. However, you can feel it and other people can feel it too. 3D, physical. It's the lowest that I talk about. 3D, physical, limitation. Okay, so just know that those are the general things. 3D is like body, senses, eyes, nose, anything you can see, anything you can smell, anything you can taste, anything you can hear, anything you can touch. That's all physical, 3D, limited. Whew. Okay, so let's get into manifesting. Manifesting is all about visualizing. Okay, so the example was 10K in the bank. Okay, I see 10K in the bank. And then how do you feel about it? Do you feel afraid? Do you feel excited? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel like not good enough? Do you feel overwhelmed, right? Take note of how that feels. If it's not excited, joyful, happy, all of those like high vibe things, then change the number. Change the thing that you want to manifest. Maybe it's just more money in my bank account, right? Maybe it's an abundance of money in my bank account, okay? Whatever feels best to you. Abraham Hicks talks about like, I forget the term that they use, but they say like getting, like get as detailed as you can without feeling the resistance. So find that number or find that description for what you want to manifest in the world of abundance. Find that specific number or description that makes you feel excited without the fear, okay? Because we need to keep our thought realm clear when we're manifesting. So if 10K is really exciting to you and you check in and there's nothing negative about it, then stick with it. But if you're like, bring it down just a little bit, because you can continue to manifest. Don't feel like if I'm only manifesting 3K, that's all I'm gonna get. No, that's the beginning. That's the first step, okay? So don't make yourself like feel overwhelmed for no reason. So don't go like, I want 100K by December. Like, no, that's really scary, right? Especially if you're at like 1K, 3K, 5K in the bank. Like, how do I do that? You're putting a lot of resistance on yourself. So find that number, whatever it is, make it feel good, make it feel easy, make it feel like clear, make it feel joyful, make it feel so good that you find yourself smiling about it. Like, yeah, I can, because when I get that, guess what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to donate. I'm going to help my mom. I'm going to get my puppy. I'm going to like, whatever it is that makes you feel good. Okay? So see the vision, feel it in your heart, make it feel good. If it doesn't feel good, fix it, tweak it. You have to. Otherwise, you're not going to manifest this thing. Make it feel good. And then thank the universe. You have to thank the universe. And then just trust. Okay? Why thank? Because gratitude is one of the highest vibrations that we have access to, very easy access to. And that's why our company is based on gratitude. Like, it's so easy to feel grateful, because what do? I'm grateful for, and then you just let whatever falls out of your mouth. So let's do that right now in the chat. Type in something that you're grateful for. Say, I am grateful for, and then fill in the sentence. Or, I am grateful that, da 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 da. I am grateful for my blah. Like, feel it and share it. And the more that you can share your gratitude, the more quickly and more easily you'll be able to raise your vibration at any moment, because this is all just practice. You're really tuning into like this invisible power that you have by using the body and the feeling space to create. Okay, yeah. Let's keep going. What are you grateful for? Seriously, what are you guys grateful for? You are here on this call. You own a business. You are alive. You have a family. You are safe. You have money in the bank. You have an opportunity. You help people for a living. You connect with other powerful women. You have a network. You have a community. You have a computer. You have Wi-Fi. What are you grateful for? You're gonna have food on the table tonight. You have beautiful hair. You have beautiful skin. Okay. And you have girls that surround you who see your brilliance, who see your light, and who know that you're here to help the cause, to help other people feel better. Like, we hit the lottery, we hit the jackpot. What are you grateful for? Dig into that. Dig into what you're grateful for, because this is going to be the foundation that you are going to be manifesting from. If you're coming from a different place, sorry, bro, it's not going to happen. You have to be grateful. You have to use gratitude as your tool. You have to. You have to. Because if you don't, then you're missing out, and you're putting on the brakes to everything you want to manifest. So I'm going to scroll up right now in the chat, and I'm going to read all of the things that you said that you're grateful for. And as I read, I want you to notice how you feel, as if what I'm saying is what you're already grateful for, as if what I'm saying is something that you typed, because again, we are all connected. So knowing that you are grateful for something, you are not the only one. Okay, so let's get this gratitude party started. We're about to raise our vibration and manifest all the abundance that we deserve and more. Let's go. I am grateful for God. I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for this call. I am grateful for this call. I am grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my health, my family, my friends. I'm grateful for my babies. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for self-love. I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for my gatos. I'm grateful for abundance. I'm grateful for health and love. I'm grateful for the opportunity of being here. I am grateful for my laptop. I am grateful for modern nature. I am grateful for today. I'm grateful for my hearing. I'm getting so many chills. I'm grateful for my mindset and how it is changing. Yes, I am grateful for health. I am grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for the impact that I'm making. Yes, I am grateful for my house. I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful for my job. I am grateful. I am grateful for you. Oh, the girls are priceless. I'm grateful for the team. I'm grateful for my life, for my kids, and my husband. We all attracted each other today. I love this. This is so true. I'm grateful for my parents, and I'm grateful for my mindset. And I was feeling into everything that you guys were saying. And you guys need to share this. Don't feel like you need to be prompted to share your gratitude, because gratitude is one of the most powerful vibrations. This is what allows what you want to come through. And if you're not grateful, then you're demanding. And the universe does not like that. We have to be grateful for everything, because if we're not, then the universe is like, oh, you're not grateful for the roof over your head. You're not grateful for the money you already have. You're not grateful for the health and the vitality that I gave you. Then why should I give you 10K in the bank if you're not already grateful for that $300 you have? Imagine that you are that $10,000. Just imagine for a moment. Just be the $10,000 real quick. Just be that stack of cash just sitting right there on the table over there. And just be that stack of cash for just a second. And then turn around and look at yourself and take note and see, do I, as this stack of cash, do I really want to jump into their bank account? Will they like me when I do that? Or will they say that I'm not enough, that they want more? Will they really be happy when I jump into their bank account, when I jump into her purse? Will they? Right? Okay, now jump back into yourself. How does that feel when the stack of cash is sitting right there? It's literally like 3 feet away. How does that feel knowing that it's right there and it is doubting how it's going to be treated when it gets to you? Right? Manifesting is not just saying, I am worthy, I am abundant, I am SED, I am joy. Like, yes, it's nice, but you got to feel it. It's up here. There's a gap. I'm saying it. Yeah, that's nice. No, it's not working though. You got to think it, and then you got to feel it, and then you express it. That's how you call in what you want to manifest. You have to manifest with joy, with excitement, with high vibrations. You have to manifest with gratitude. So much gratitude. Because the universe is always watching, even when you're sleeping, even when you're driving, even when you're cooking, even when you're pooping. It's always watching. It knows how you feel when you can't even say it yourself. So if you're feeling any resistance to something you want to manifest, that's the doubt that you're putting in the way between you and that 10K. The how is not your job. Your job is to see it, feel really good about it, like really effing good about it, and then speak it into existence. Because if you're speaking when you're not feeling good about it, there's friction, okay? We've got to live and we've got to work in something called integrity. Integrity is all about alignment, okay? Like what I was saying, we're taking care of our hair. Yes, I have beautiful hair. Well, what are you putting in your mouth? What are you putting in your mind, right? When you're scrolling through Instagram, just reflect. I'm gonna get my phone so I can. When you're scrolling on Instagram and you're looking through your feed, are you seeing like other people or other like influencers or someone, and you're just like, how did she do that? She doesn't even have like 1,000 followers. Like, ew, who does she think she is? Like if you're doing that, you're putting the brakes between you and success. Okay, if you're going through your feed and you're like, oh, there's another one. Oh my God, like, how does she? That's messed up here. You gotta unfollow her. You have to. You have to start following people that you resonate with. You have to start following people that you connect with. You have to start following people that you love. When you see their stuff, you've got to like actually like it, not just double tap because, oh, it's there. No, everything's energy, okay? Universe is always watching. You've got to really pay attention to what you're putting out in the universe so that when you ask for something, the universe knows if you're legit or if you're not. The universe is going to know, like Santa. if you've been thinking good of yourself, if you've been thinking good of the world, and if you've been putting good energy into the world, or if all you're trying to do is take, if all you're trying to do is have, and if all you're trying to do is survive, right? Does the 10K want to be in the bank account of someone who's just trying to survive and is trying to take? No, not really. It knows that it's not going to be grateful. It's not going to like be loved. It's not going to be used properly. And it knows that it's not going to stay there very long. Okay. So calling in your abundance is all about clearing your shit, clearing your heart, and opening it up to what it is that you want. The more clear that we are with how we feel, the better that we feel with the item that it is. That pathway is going to be so fast, and that thing's going to show up, because we're not about the how. Remember, we're just about the what. We're about the what and the why. Why am I going to feel this way? Why am I feeling good? Because when I get that thing, I'm going to do this, and it's already done. Okay. Just another kind of side thing that I've been working with people. They put timelines on what they want to manifest. And I want to let you know that that is something that could block you from getting it. So like, I know the example was in December, so let's just like remove that piece. Time's an illusion. We can compress time. And also, if we're putting stuff in between what we want and where we are, then we can actually like stretch time out. So when you can take time out of what you want to manifest, then things can move quickly, and you're not putting any pressure on yourself. You're not putting any pressure on the universe, and you can allow yourself to feel good the whole way, just trusting with gratitude. Does this make sense? I hope this is helpful. Let me know in the chat what's going on with you guys, how you're feeling, and if this is going to be helpful for you in building your business and calling in your abundance in whatever way that you want it to come. Okay, good. I'm glad it makes sense. Like this stuff, you're welcome, Maria. This stuff that I teach, I'm a coach. I'm a spiritual coach. So it's not business grounded, right? And it's not like within like a network marketing thing. But again, this is like human, this is energy. And once you guys can fully understand how powerful you really are, and once you can really grasp the idea of what energy is and what it looks like and how it moves and how you can manipulate it, then you could do anything. All of this stuff is transferable to motherhood, to being a wife, to owning a business, to having a job, to getting a promotion at work, to ranking up, to anything, right? To like manifesting a like plane ticket and like first class and flying and getting a hotel like comped for free or something. Like you could do anything you want with this information. Don't feel like you have to apply it to just money in the bank. Okay. All right. So one thing that yes, feeling great being here. Yes, me too. Speaking to your heart. Oh, you guys, this is how we connect. And so the more clear that you can be with how you feel, guess what? Your business is going to be so much easier. You're going to learn to start releasing the pressure off of yourself, because you're going to start learning what is your stuff to deal with and what is other people's stuff to deal with. And that's what I'm going to talk about in another training. Okay. Because everything's energy. Everything. So I guess the last couple of minutes, I want to know what questions you guys have. And I have something special that I want to share with you after any questions come through. Okay, let's see. Nick says, I don't know why I have always thought that you need to put a specific date. Oh yeah, from my mentoring book. Yeah. It's from the old paradigm. It's what's worked for a long time, like goal setting. So like I call that the 3D way. You know, a lot of coaches, just I'm going to say like regular coaches, they have, okay, in 6 months this, and then like X amount and blah, and like even managers and stuff, like it's just from the old system. This is like manifesting in the 3D. I like yours way better, feels better. Yeah, it's not mine. It's just what I teach. It's concepts that I get to translate to make sense to everybody. Because again, like our planet, like us, we're elevating. So our mindset is expanding, and then like new concepts are coming in. So when you find somebody who can teach that to you, just keep following me, because I'm going to keep teaching more and more information always comes. But yeah. it's this idea that everything is infinite up here, and so we can call in anything we want without a time. However, we're so used to living living according to this illusion of time, but we know that time does not exist really. It's just a construct created on Earth because it revolves around the sun. So yeah, if you're on Mars, time is totally different, right? If you're in the moon, like there's no time. So it's all, when you can zoom out, you see that time is just connected to Earth. Okay. So yeah, you are infinite. Don't forget that. You can add that into your morning affirmations if that's something that feels good for you. I am infinite. I am powerful. I can call in my abundance, right? That's giving the power to yourself. I can call it in, and I own that power of me being able to do that. And you know how now to call that in, and you know when there's something blocking you because it doesn't feel good. Yes, yes. So time, yeah, time is a construct. It's not real. Again, like we're live here. It's 12:30 in Hawaii. It's 6:30 over there. And anywhere in between. And we're here in the present. The only real thing that exists is the present moment. And this is where we're alive. This is where we feel. This is where we connect. So yeah, so that's, and it is a gift. Yes, it's a gift because not everybody realizes that you have access to this infinite moment, that is always here. You're always present. So when you can realize that, and I hope you're realizing that right now on this call, that you are infinite, and time is just something that you live by to relate to other people who are on this planet. You have the power. You really, really do. And don't let anybody tell you that you're not good enough, and don't let your old self tell you that you're not good enough. Don't let your mom and your friends tell you, like, who do you think you are? Because that's totally their deal. You know who you are now if you don't know yet. So just stick with that. Stick with what feels good to you, and allow yourself to let go what doesn't. Okay. Yes, I am infinite. Marie's listening at work, so I'm just working too. Yeah. Yeah, so that is everything for today. I want to thank you guys for coming, and also I want to let you know that I am launching a group coaching program on November, December. It's 2 months, and this is all about stepping into your future now. I realize that a lot of people have been asking for one-on-one coaching with me, and I want to let you know that it's really hard because I don't have that many hours, but I would love to coach you on this stuff and really dive into who you truly are. I'm all about your divine gifts and your divine powers. That's what I do, and help you ground your energy that's floating around and get you centered and aligned so that come January 1st, you're running and you are the new version of you. So let me know if you're interested in joining that program. It is a beta program. I'm working with my marketing team. They're going to be selling this program for like $5,000 in like February. So I wanted to give anyone who wants some coaching the opportunity to get coached, to get seen, to really discover who they truly are and why they're here on this planet. That's what I've been doing for 5 years as a coach, and I'm ready to do it in like mass. So let me know if you're interested. Yeah, okay, yeah, let me know if you're interested. Again, like my marketing team is making it really big, and I want to make sure that whoever comes is like ready to like literally level up, and really like discover who you truly are. Like what I told you is like a grain of rice of who you are. There's so much more depth, and there's so much more beauty and magnificence to who we are. And in my program that I'm starting November, I think it's going to be 2nd or 3rd, it's a Monday or Tuesday, we're going to dive in, and through these 60 days, we're going to be with other people who are discovering who they truly are. So we're going to be supporting each other from truth, from authenticity, from abundance, from just being like honest. Like we're taking our 3D skins off, and we're being totally real and supporting each other, so that come 2021, we're all up here all the time, and it feels so safe. So let's build that foundation. Let me know if you are interested. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Follow me on how to manifest, because this chat's going to disappear. Send me a DM. I'm going to send you the actually, in my stories, I just put a questionnaire to get some information so that we can set up a Zoom call. Let me know that you were on here, and I'll throw in a bonus. Like, I'll throw in another one-on-one, because right now I'm doing one-on-ones with everybody. So I'll give you guys 2 if you're in here. Just let me know that you're live, and then I'll set that up. And I'm super excited. So yeah, I love you guys. I know that I'm here to really help you remember who you are. So thank you for showing up, and I'm grateful for you. And if you follow me, I'll follow you back, and we'll connect on Instagram. So thank you all for coming. I love you, and I'm so grateful for you. And I hope to see you tonight on the team. Is there a team call? Does anybody know? Is there a team call? I love you guys so much. Elite call. Okay. Yeah. Directors on Facebook. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah. So I love you guys. I see you. Okay. I see who you are. Liz, Olga, Karina, Maria, Jasmine, America, Darlene, Michelle, Tina. I see you. Okay. And just know that you came to this call for a reason, and there's going to be more. So stay tuned, and connect with me on Instagram. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good day. Bye.